Hi there again, it's just me, the guy walking around with the camera talking about end time stuff. There seems to be some confusion I've noticed in some of the stuff that I've been talking about on Facebook anyway. Those people who are reading my posts and reading my comments, and we've gotten into all kinds of discussions. The main thing is, the main confusion is people are thinking, or at least the non-believers are thinking that the rapture is the end of the world. That the people are going to be taken up and then God destroys the world. And no, that's not so. The rapture is the removal of all the good, decent people and all the Christians from the face of the world so that they can avoid the last 7 years of this earth's history, where the wrath of God and all the seals and the trumpets and the horsemen and all those things and the plagues are all released to be poured out on the unrepentant, the God haters, the antichrists, all the people of the one world system that is created, as well as all those people who take the mark of the beast, the RFID chip or tattoo, whatever it turns out to be, that the electronic form of communication that's attached directly to the body, the hand or the forehead. The wrath of God is going to be poured out on those people. But those particular people have control over a great many aspects of the world today. They control the media, they control the educational system, they have their people in the government and in the military. And so what's going to be happening right after the rapture is the whole world is going to be reduced basically back to the 1800s. There's going to be no electricity whatsoever for about a month or so, depending on what part of the planet that you're living in. And during that time, that's when all the horrors start. The people who are controlling the world system, they want a manageable size population, which is about 500 million people, 500 million people. And so they have what they've called, or what has become known as the Black Awakening Project, which is a pretty horrible project. And it sounds unbelievable, but there are sleepers out there, kids, teenagers, adults, all that have been pre-programmed with post-hypnotic suggestions and whatnot. And after the rapture, they're all going to be triggered, and each one of them has a goal to kill specific people, either people in positions of power in the government, or church leaders, or anybody. But on their way to their target, they're just going to be randomly killing as many people as they possibly can. So the whole point of the Black Awakening Project and the Depopulation Project, the Agenda 21 by the One Worlders, is they want to reduce the population. Which means right after the rapture, no matter where you are in the world, there's going to be people around there dying. Not only because of the Black Awakening, but also because of the fact that people are unprepared. They don't have enough food, they don't have enough water. And so once all the stores have been looted, they're going to be going into all the houses to start looting there. And so things won't be become more or less electronically civilized until after a month after the rapture, and it's just going to be horrible. I don't expect anybody to be alive in this house. I believe my family, we're all going to be raptured, but I'm still leaving some food and water for my neighbors or whoever's left, or whoever ends up looting the house. They'll still have something to eat and something to drink for a little while. Anyway, that's about it. It's just something short to say that the rapture is just the removal of people, of the good people and the Christians, the friends of God, and those that Jesus have deemed worthy, the other sheep in his flock, the ones with the law of God written on their heart. They're all going to be taken, as well as the physically challenged, the mentally challenged, those who've had their freedom stripped away, those who kidnap the victims and whatnot, and People in third world countries who are starving because their government is letting them starve, and just all the people who don't deserve to be put into a world. Actually, nobody deserves to be put into a really horrible world like the tribulation. But everybody in the modern world, they have the ability to think and choose. And everybody's heard of the gospel. Everybody's heard of Jesus coming back, his second coming. Everybody's heard of the rapture. So it's up to them to choose whether or not they're going to accept Jesus as their Lord and Savior while times are good, so they can be taken up in the rapture and avoid the tribulation. So that's that. There's not much more else I can say other than if you're listening to this, I hope if you're a believer that you're going to get your relationship right with the Lord so that you can be taken. Because there's going to be a lot of believers that are going to be left behind simply because they don't know the Lord. And it comes down to that whole that whole parable that Jesus talked about. Lord, Lord, didn't we do this? Didn't we do that? He said, I never knew you. I have no idea who you are. And the unbelievers out there, I pray that you take the time, while the time is good right now, to get to know the Lord. Pray to Him in your head, out loud, formally and informally, casual prayer, as well as reading the Bible. If you have a copy of the Bible, go ahead and read it, or just go online. There's plenty of sites where you can they've downloaded the whole Bible, so just start reading it there. Start in the New Testament, in the Gospels, and then carry on from there. Just get right with the Lord, because you want to be taken away in the rapture, because you don't want to be left in the tribulation. It's going to be pretty bad. But there's hope for mankind, because after the tribulation, which only lasts 7 years, then the Lord comes back, Armageddon, wipes out all the evil people that are left. And there's only a few natural people left, but everybody that's in heaven, everybody that has their regenerated body, will come back, and we'll get to set up a whole new kingdom on a whole new earth. And that's for the 1,000 years of peace. Okay, that's it. Talk to you later. Be a blessing to someone. Get right with the Lord. See ya. There's the when everything started. There's the flood. There's the age of grace, and we are right in there, in that squiggly mark somewhere. Pretty soon, there's going to be the rapture, 7-year tribulation, Armageddon, and the 1,000 years of peace. See you later.